Good evening. It is February 28th, 2019, and this is the Bull Market Watch. Today we're going to be identifying March cryptocurrency trading signals. And somewhere I've got an additional version of this playing in the background. All right. So let me know if the sound is working correctly here. And while we go on, I'm going to just say here's our disclaimer. This is not financial advice, and you can read this full disclaimer in the description below. So in the Bull Market Watch show, we are going to review over 50 different cryptocurrencies and grade them against our trading plan to see if they are bullish or bearish. We're going to mark them in our spreadsheet here. And then we're going to update our studies and see how this has changed over the last couple days, because I didn't do a live stream on this yesterday. This has been 2 days now, and we've seen some pretty crazy stuff going on in Bitcoin. Let's go over to Bitcoin prices. Zoom in. The last few days we've seen some pretty hairy candle wicks on both sides. There's a lot of people who got stopped out on these kind of trades. Really crazy. But overall, it's gone sideways the whole time, pretty much, with some spikes up and down. So the question is, how has this affected the cryptocurrencies, or have the cryptocurrencies been doing something separate from what Bitcoin is doing that may give us a premonition as to what Bitcoin may be doing next? Wrong market. Ardor. Okay, good to see a few people here. Hey, Limar, good to see you here. First, hello, AOL Chandra, and hit the like first, Allison. People, hit the like button ASAP. Yes, the sound is good. Yes, is the paint dry? Hello. Hey, old Scott, good to see you here. Hey, JC Denton, I purchased your crypto signals package. Can't find the signals chart and can't post on Discord. Well, JC, are you on Discord now? Let's get that straightened out. Where is my Discord? And if you're not on Discord now, there should be a link to it in the description below this video. If there isn't, my bad, that's probably below a different video. Let me find it. Here's a join our crypto channel. Hey, Wolf, good to have you along. So there you go, JC. Click on that, join our Discord channel, say hello, and I will upgrade your details there, and we can do the tech support to be sure that you got details for that signals package. Awesome, I'm glad. Is this you, Google Dark? Where's my mouse? Good to have you along, Google Dark. Now, where are we? Ardor. 3-month view. Get rid of the thing in the back. Hey Ed, good to have you here. Got the regular crew tuning in. If you are new to this channel, be sure to click on subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, because we go through the same routine regularly over and over again. And it is a great educational system for learning this trading system. You can just watch every day. And hopefully we'll give you some really great March cryptocurrency signals and March cryptocurrency alerts that will give you some great trading entries. All right, so now I may have to do some work on the spreadsheet. Angelo in the YouTube chat, good to see you here in our Discord as well. Okay, so last time we did a review of trying to find the top 3 cryptocurrencies for March, and we went through and found our short list of top 10 thereabouts, And then we got another, we narrowed it down to fewer, and then we narrowed it down to our top 3. And it's just sort of what everybody was thinking according to the chart patterns and what have you. We'll see how that turns out afterwards. So I may have to move that out of this chart and do some updates with how it's laid out here. But I'm going to start off by saying that Ardor is neutral, but it's really on the edge of being an alert. We have the downtrend line broken a long time ago. It's made a 1, 2, 3 bottom. It's come in between that and consolidated down into a wicked triangle. When that starts to go, it's probably not going to just ease its way along. It's probably going to do a big surge upward strongly. So it could be an alert right now, but it doesn't pass the criteria of the trading signals. And if you're interested in the trading signals, where's my... Head over to IntroToCryptos.ca and register, and you'll get access to the free chapter from my book and the spreadsheet that we're working with here too, which is really getting to be fantastic data. Basic attention token. Okay, so we marked this as a green the other day and it's doing good. So we're way in profit on that one. We were noticing it a few days ago, like we were saying, alert green, alert green. Really great stuff. Fantastic. So we nailed that one. BNT is next in this. And it's still hovering along at like a near fail. Almost going down to new lows. So nothing going on there. BCH ABC. Near fail on that one too. Looks like it's going to be going down. BCHSV. Nothing going on there. Neutral. It's not looking like it's going to fail. It's not a bottom formation that's going to go higher. So it's in between. It's neutral. Now BCN, we've been watching and waiting for this to show just a little tick upwards here, and that would start to get better, but it's still neutral. Bitcoin. Let me go into this other chart here. Bitfinex. Bitcoin. We're saying it's neutral because it's in between the number 1 point and the number 2 point. It's floating in between there. So for this trading plan, it would be neutral. Not bullish, not yet bearish. Then we go on to BitShares. So BitShares has this massive bowl-shaped bottom, and it still rings in as a hold, as a green. It still looks bullish, and we've had it as a hold for a while, where we saw it as an alert over here, and then as it came up and broke these levels, we've been holding it as a hold there for a while. Burst is making a bottom formation that was looking great, but is still holding on sideways, still neutral. Clamcoin, let's take a look at that, because we nailed this one as a buy signal in here, and it's come way up. Not way up, it's come up. And now it's consolidating here. Is this making a top formation that's going to break lower, or is this consolidating to go higher? I don't know, but it'll still mark it as a hold, and it could be, we'd have to wait for those moving averages to cross over to get us out to ensure. So let's go to the 3-month view. And these moving averages only just crossed over. They're still way wide apart. They're a long ways to go before that kicks us out really officially. Civiccoin was looking great. We nailed this one as a hold, and I still say it's a hold, even an alert kind of. It's I'll put it as an alert. If it goes up higher from this, then it'll go back into a hold status, just for a bullishness index. This one also I'll keep as an alert, just for the relative bullishness of the market. Decreed. Okay, Decreed was down to near fail there for a while, then neutral. Now I'll still say it's neutral. Digibyte we saw as green the other day, and looking great. Really popped out of that consolidation that we were noticing. So there is some really great cryptocurrency signals right here, and these will work for March. Doge still looking weak here. I'm surprised. That's actually a near fail. I'm maybe I'm wrong. That's the one thing I have to assume all the time is when you put on a trade, assume that you are wrong and do what you can to protect yourself from losses. So EOS, we nailed this one. Really great. We're still it still would be considered to be a hold. It's doing great. Ethereum Classic, we had this as an alert for a while, and then it's pulled back to neutral, even on the edge of a near fail. Maybe I'll give it a near fail. Ethereum we had as a hold for quite some time, but it's pulled back to, should I say this is a cold fish? Let's go to the 4-hour bars. Have already crossed over. We have the kind of a top formation. Certainly any weakness below this into that would be grounds to be taking your profits, stand aside and watch. We got into this trade way early. Actually, earlier in our trade signals, we got into it out of this cup with handle way back here. So one of our trades is still holding from that early entry and is just doing fine. Nothing to do with it. But if you had gotten in, it depends when you get in where your stop loss would be, if this is still a hold for you or not. I'm going to put it as neutral for our bullishness index. Factum I think is going to be going somewhere. It's in this great consolidation right now. I'll just leave it as an alert. Foam, we had that as a near fail a couple days now. Okay, now let's say it's neutral, and then soon actually it'll turn to an alert if it holds on there. Game, where are we? Game, well, I thought it was going to be picking up to be an alert, but it's neutral for now. At the best, it's actually fading off. Wasn't expecting that. Gas, we've had as gas here. So this was a green. It's pulled back. So I'm going to put it as neutral for our bullishness index now. GNT. This was one of the top coins prospects for the month of March, and it's consolidating here still, not giving us action signal. Hunter coin. Okay, I'm going to give it neutral. That little green at the end there gives a little bit of hope that it may be going up. Now, Kyber Network token, let's go and see. This is building up. So we had it as an alert. I'll leave it as an alert. If it pulls any higher than that, then we'll change it to green. Library credits has pulled back. I'm going to put it neutral from where it is, just in its bullishness index. But a little bit more strength, it'll be called an alert again, and it'll go green if it's breaking above these old highs again. Loom is green. We identified that one coming out of that sideways channel for quite a while. It really went sideways in that channel for quite a while before it's starting to poke its head above there. Now, Lisk is an interesting chart because it was similar to what Digibyte was doing. It's consolidating down in this triangle. So this is a little 1, 2, 3 bottom. If it breaks above that, that'll be great. I'll still leave it as an alert. Litecoin is green, still holding on as a hold and looking not bad. Better than Ethereum was looking. MadeSafe coin. What a great looking chart. I'm going to leave it as an alert until it goes above that red line. Mana, I put it as green as a bullishness index. Not like it's a buy signal or anything. It's just showing that it's bullish and it's gone up. Nav. And Varies lost. Your screenshot has been held. Nav. Okay, it's consolidating more and more and more and more. I'll leave it as an alert. Namecoin. What's going on with this one? Alright, so it made the big zip down and it's got a little bit of strength there, so I can put it up to neutral. Like it's just floating in the middle now. Nothing to do with it though. No signals in that now for my system. This is building up into a nice triangle, and a break above that would be good. I'm going to leave it as neutral. A little bit more strength out of that, and I could put it as an alert, but that's getting pretty good. Now, OMG, I'm going to leave it as a bullish hold. Omni is a near fail, and the holds neutral, near fail, nothing to do with it anyway. Pascal still coming way down and not giving a descending wedge triangle like it's gonna burst up out of that. So I'll say it's neutral, not quite near fail. PPC, Poly I never looked at. Poly isn't, well, okay, no wonder. PPC, okay, kind of a 1, 2, 3 bottom there. I'm going to leave it as neutral, and if it shows strength off that, it might be good. Quantum, so this is looking better. I'm going to put this back to alert status, and picking up off of this area would be turning it green to bullish. Rep, still near fail, maybe even fail at those levels, just been slowly fading off. SBD, probably going to take off higher. I can only give it neutral right now until it gives a little bit more direction. Coin, are you coming up now? No, you're still hanging out to a near fail. Actually, this is getting more and more bearish as we go along. This is looking better. I can only give it neutral. It's got to break above that green line for a hold and at least be pressuring it to be an alert. Wow, Steam, there we go. So Steam was one that we had marked as our short list for one of the top cryptocurrencies in March. It made it through to the top 10 list, and it made it into our top 3 list as potential to be one of the best cryptocurrencies to invest in for March. So let's see how that one plays out. That's pretty cool. Storage. Okay, I'm going to leave it still as a hold, even though it's sort of floating along there. Maybe a bit generous. STR is making a nicer formation, so it's almost an alert status, but I'll leave it as neutral for now. Strat is still neutral. Well, okay, it's back to neutral. A little bit of pressure to the upside, then I can make it back to an alert. Syscoin, what are you doing? You were an alert before? Yeah, I'll leave it neutral. Neutral/alert. Viacoin, what'd you do? Still alert status. Still alert status. Still hanging on there. Crazy how long that's been going. And I don't have the volume showing, because this is something that's really key to me, is to see this volume pattern as we are in this low. Just wonderful. So here we are looking at VTC. It's still green, still a hold. X counterparty, still looking terrible. XEM was an alert last time. Did it make it to stay an alert? No, it's neutral now. If it's pressuring a little higher, it would quickly be an alert though. XMR, wow, looking terrible. That's a near fail. Another near fail, actually. XPM, neutral. Not a bottom formation breakout. Where are we now? XRP. Okay, I did a big surge the other day. It's pulled back. Is it looking, I don't know, I can put it neutral, really. That's volatile, but not looking like a bottom formation turnaround. Oh, right, this is down to a whole new fail level. Oh, wow, I didn't expect that, actually. NZRX. Also neutral, I guess. Then, let's see how this works out. I'm going to go back to the home page, and this is a mess because we have these 3 rows here. Let's see. Copy. Oops, that's why I'm copy, paste. Yeah, okay, so the lines don't quite line up. I'll have to fix that in the spreadsheet, but not much change really. More orange, a little bit less red. Green is much the same, I guess, and 8 near fails instead of 6. 26 neutral markets instead of 23. 12 green instead of 15. 9 or yellow instead of 11. So we did lose some bullishness on this scan. Oh, I see. Had that lined up wrong. So here I was comparing 15 was what we had last time. Now we have 12. 11 alerts. Now we have 9. Now let's take a look at these 4 rather. So that runs us through the bull market watch. Not much going on, not much difference, not much change. A little bit more bearish than we were the other day, but going along not too bad. We do see some great March cryptocurrency signals in that all of these that are yellow now are lining up to turn into holds. So we have Factum, Kyber Network Token, Lisk, Made, Nav. All of these are really great. Quantum, Via, all of those coins are lining up. They could be some fantastic cryptocurrency signals for your trading, cryptocurrency alerts as you are trading through March. So if you've got any coins you'd like me to take a look at, some different markets, let me know. Put them into the chat and I'd be happy to go and take a look at them. Let's see what's going on Binance right now. RCN, Steam, Sky, AST, Syndicate, and Morpheus Labs. Syndicate, SYNX. SYNX. Bitrex. Oh, it had a nice little pump there today. Always start out with a long-term view to get a perspective of where things were compared to where things are now. So this has some history. And in the past, back in 2018, it had some really big buy candles. So some really great interest in this project, but it hasn't materialized the same type of interest in it recently. So we've got some big buy candles here, a couple big monsters here, and then it really settles down. And we're not seeing those big buy candles coming in now. And so, is it a trade signal? Yeah, it's coming up to one. The break of the downtrend line. But it's making a much bigger, longer 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. You know, anything above that area could be an entry. You could enter down here as well and just leave your stop loss lower. Any of these markets, pretty much any of the markets now that have made these lows in September and have gone sideways all the way through there, they're all lining up that you could put in 20 bucks. If it proves you're right, add in another 20. They're all lining up fantastic. Like there's almost no charts that are looking bad. There are a few that are looking bad. What we have is wave 1, 2, and 3 of cryptos that are taking off. So we've already had wave 1 things that have already taken off. So wave one would be, let me go back to Binance. So the wave one all started off in the middle of December, and they've made some gains. Many of the wave one have already made top formations and have pulled back a little bit. Now we have wave two starting off that are in the middle to the early February, and they are now picking up and getting some gains. The third wave are going to be the coins that start now and are taking off into March. So those are this will be the third wave. So it's not started off at all. It's making this great bottom formation, and now it's coming into March, and this will be one of those coins that takes off on the third wave and really completes the bull market display. BTS may be one of the third wave to go. What was it? DLT was one of the first wave to go. So it went up in the first wave. It's pulled back a little bit. Now it's consolidating and getting ready to join the third wave. So the first wave took off in December and has pulled back a little bit, and now it's ready to go up again. And this will be the same time as the third wave of all those other cryptos start to go up. The first wave will take off of these consolidations and go up higher. Some really big things going to be taking off here. Hey, JC Denton, good to see you over on Discord. Awesome. Now, where'd my chat go? And MITX on hit BTC. MITX. Doesn't have as much history as some of the other coins, so that's a disadvantage for it. And the volume patterns are not telling me that it's got a whole bunch of pre-pump going on. It's not telling me that there is some insiders buying it. It's not making a 1, 2, 3 bottom. It's got a few pumps, but on nothing for volume. And then this one volume candle here. So that's on the 12-hour bar. Let me zoom in. Okay, so that there is volume, but it's on a whole different scale. So it's so very light that the liquidity is kind of a problem in being able to sell out when you want, depending on the position size. So if this is a project that you know something about and you're keen on it and you want to be the first insiders, this is down great to, like, anything at 100 Satoshi is crazy. Pretty soon there won't be anything at these low levels. This will go up to 300-400 Satoshi just because everything else is going up. So it's not giving me the greatest chart pattern at all. It's coming down and building up to something. It could take off, and it could really pop up fast. You could quadruple your money in one of these pop-ups. So one of the strategies would be to put $20 in there and put your sell orders out way up, and maybe your 20 turns into 60, and then you can take that 60 into something else and redo it. But I don't know enough about it to say that it's a good long-term trade, and the chart isn't telling me that. So so can't give you too high grades on MITX there, Ed. Morpheus Labs. I think we had mentioned that before, because Morpheus is like the name from the Matrix. So if they're using that great name, they should have a great project. Lots of great stuff going on. Fantastic opportunities set up right now. So this one has more interest in the buying candles. The way they are set up there looks really good. It looks like there's a bull or a whale who is buying up. As soon as there's a whole bunch of orders building up above the market, they just buy them and they sit. wait for them all those orders to build up above the market, and they buy them, and then they sit. Waiting until they all build up, they buy them, and then they sit. Pretty soon there's nothing above the market, and anybody buying starts to push the price up. You're welcome, Ed. I'm happy to. I love doing this stuff. I love when people ask questions, because it pulls up markets that I never take a look at. There are so many of them, it's impossible to know them all. And so sometimes we find some really great gems. Like this is pulled back to a really nice position here. And then we have these ones where things are staging. It looks like it's going to be going quite a bit higher from here. And look at the volume pattern. Trickle, trickle, trickle. And then it's got some really good volume. This blockchain, whatever it is doing something. You can tell by looking at the chart pattern. Great stuff. This one's building up. We can see ENJ. We could see it before it came. We saw the pattern and off it went. Let's see. That was a great trade. Fantastic. Anyway, I could go on this stuff all day. In fact, I do. Head over to our Discord chat and you can join us talking about cryptocurrencies all day and all night. We have people from all around the world, so you're sure to find somebody there when you want to talk about cryptos. Anyway, I will sign off for now. Thanks again, Ed, for the questions on those different markets. Thanks for tuning in, Wolf. JC Denton, I'm glad you're here and we can get you start to double check, make sure you're all set up. AOL Chandra, Limar, great to have you along. Old Scott, thanks again for helping out. And I will sign off. Cheers, and we'll tune in again tomorrow.